Two top teams battle to the final out under the bright Friday night lights on the diamond. Welcome to Sports Wire. I'm Will Catterley. In what has been a great race for first place in Class 5C baseball, Godwin at Glen Allen would go a long way in playoff seeding as the regular season gets closer to the final stretch. The Eagles came into this road matchup unbeaten. Meanwhile, the Jaguars' only loss came in the beginning of the year in their second game against defending state champion Douglas Freeman. A beautiful Friday night for baseball. Godwin and Glen Allen. Only one loss between these two really dominant teams. Second inning action. Daniel Neighbor on the mound. And number 22, Jake Harris, going to drive home a run with an RBI double. Just like that, the undefeated Godwin Eagles picking up where they've left off all season. Andrew Spears comes around to score. And Godwin has a 1-0 lead. Neighbor delivers, gets strike three. A lot of damage was limited in these innings, and both pitchers on both squads would have to work. That ball gets away from the catcher, however. Eagles with a man on third. He's going to score, and David Trinkle. And so Godwin puts a two-spot up on the board. In the second, they'd have a 2-0 lead. Usually more than enough for the guy on the mound, Garrett Mason for Godwin. But Jags had other ideas. Pesky at bats. Jackson Toole, a base hit. And then back-to-back singles in the bottom half of the second by James Hall. So Hall and Toole first and second. And you know the Jags love to run the bases, right? Mason delivers, bluffs the bunt, going for the double steal. Man, that was close at third, but he's called safe. Jags now have two runners in scoring position. It would lead to this. High ball four to Neighbor, and Neighbor now gets them full. Jags, a bevy of Jags, a gaggle of Jags on the base paths would lead to this, though. Mason getting out of trouble. He gets Colin Whitby to ground out, but it would, I will say this, it will add to Mason's pitch count. Meanwhile, Neighbor, no trouble in the next inning. Two strikeouts, strands a runner as well. Neighbor would settle down. Jags finally in the fourth looking to even the score. Two runners on. Ground ball to third. They're going to go for home, and the runner is safe. Jags score. It's Parker Mohan, and now it's a 2-1 game. They weren't finished, however. Ball gets away from the catcher. Wild pitch. Here comes a runner to score. It's Chris Johnson. He touches home. And all of a sudden, Jags get a runner at third as well. We're tied at 2. Glen Allen not finished. Ground ball eats up the third baseman off the bat of Peyton Vi. And that scores a third run. And all of a sudden, the Jags have a 3-2 lead. High Cheddar gets to strike him out, sit him down. But the damage done in the third, 3-2 Jags. And then back to Neighbor. Neighbor again stranding runners, getting out of trouble. He is absolutely pumped through 4 innings. Neighbor was solid. And the Jags offense says, we're going to help you out. Try to add on, get some insurance runs. Colin Whitby, nice piece of hitting to the right side. That's a single, lead to this. Ground ball base hit down the left field line by Cameron Slough. Here comes a run to score, and he will. It's an RBI double for Slough, and the Jags suddenly now up 4-2. Jags still not done. Eagles to their bullpen now in the form of Hank Pearsall at Doggle Hunt. Hard hit, ground ball base hit by Chris Johnson, an RBI for him. It's 5-2 after 4. Now the Jags go to the bullpen. Holden McKinney. Nice job in center field. Little defense, flashing some leather as well. Eagles trying to keep it a 2-run game. Get the strikeout there. Number 15 throwing high cheddar. That ball's exploding. Hunter Ross, what an arm. Eagles got some bullpen. They got some arms for sure. Tough out. 7th inning, last chance. Holden McKinney, a man on for Godwin. At this point, down 5-3. Down 2 runs. Now 2 runners in scoring position in the 7th with nobody out after that double. Would lead to this, though. McKinney would buckle down. Gets the strikeout of Jackson York. Then McKinney, strike him out on the curveball. He gets Eric Capps. And then ball 4, now they're loaded. Cole Powers at first, a base hit in the gap might score 3 and give the Eagles the lead. They've had greater comebacks here at Glen Allen. What does McKinney do? He strikes him out, sits him down, gets Ryan Tukolka down, swinging, and McKinney and the Jags hang on and persevere and get the win, 5-3.
Just deep breaths. Just look at Cam, throw strikes. Just worry about the batter.
And then you just kind of kept going from there. Let's go to Deep Run Freeman. Big matchup in guys soccer. First half action. Freeman, the first one to cause a threat here. Deep Run coming in at 7-1-1. And Freeman coming in at 5-2-1. Great matchup between these two Class 5 teams. Deep Run gets robbed right there. Oh, what an opportunity. Still no score later. First half still. Wouldn't be no score for long. That shot somehow kick save and a beaut. Deep Run escapes trouble, at least for the moment. Freeman had their opportunities in the first half. Would they take advantage? Here they would. Check out the shot. He shoots, he scores! And that guy, hey, sit down, get out of the way here. We're showing highlights here. Number 10, Patrick Hunt. He hunted and he found the back of the net. And he gives a shush to the crowd as well. Freeman up 1-0. 4:28 to go in the first half. Second half, switching sides now. Mavs add to their lead. They shoot, they score, but oh, the flag is up. They were offsides on the play. What a huge turn of events. Could have given the Mavs a 2-0 lead. Instead, Wildcats with a chance. Trying to sell the foul in the box. Instead, the long shot, he shoots, he scores! Goal, Wildcats! They get the equalizer, and it's off the boot of number 12, David Bonjo. And we are deadlocked at 1 with 30 and change to play. Wildcats on a free kick. Off the side of the netting. A good look. It connected. Wildcats putting on the offensive pressure in the second half. Down goes number 17, Bryce Morris. Yellow card is given. The foul's in the box. It would lead to this penalty shot. 2-1 Deep Run, right? No, it goes off the crossbar and then saved by the keeper. Freeman says no. That guy gets in our way again. It's still tied at 1. Wildcats trying to take the lead. Freeman scuffling a bit, trying to get this ball out. And Deep Run getting another shot on net. Instead, it's 1-1. We're going to overtime. In overtime. Wildcats, he shoots, he scores on the breakaway. And that would do it. Freeman would not score. That is your game winner. Christopher Bovo delivers the win for Deep Run in exciting fashion in OT. 2-1 the final. We have more from the Diamond and the Circle when we come back. Glen Allen softball looks to continue their winning ways at home against Maggie Walker. Plus, Varina hits the road at Henrico, looking to take care of the Warriors in baseball. That and more, straight ahead.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to SportsWire. Glen Allen Jaguars taking on Maggie Walker, looking to improve on 8-1 on the season. Yeah, one loss on the year, looking good on the mound. Strike him out, sit him down. Number 99, Grace Tharp, was tremendous in this one. Second inning highlights right here. Hot shot at first. Ricochets off the first baseman. That dog will hunt for a base hit. Alyssa Mihar with a single. It would lead to this. Back-to-back hits for the Lady Jags, and at first and third, runners at the corners after that base hit. Later, same inning, ground ball. Going to get the out at first, but that's going to go for an RBI, ground out. Just like that with Mihar crossing, it's now 1-0. I got it. She does have it. That's going to go for a sacrifice fly. Still same inning. And the Glen Allen Jaguars play 2 against the Green Dragons in the second. Back to Tharp on the mound. Unhittable on this one. Like literally unhittable. Tharp, strikeout swing. That one, strike him out. Sit him down. Tharp taking care of Maggie Walker in short fashion. Third inning we go. Run on the base pass, that's safe. And there was a runner at third. She takes advantage of the throw to second and scores herself. Number 17, Sam Horn, makes it 3-0. And then check this out. Hit deep to left all the way to the wall. 1 run comes across the score. 4-0 Jags on the RBI double by number 1, Tyra Christian. She drives home a run with that double. Would lead to this. Not done yet. Hit to third. Errant throw, though, and that's going to get a run home as well as Mihar scores. Here comes another run. She'll score. Glen Allen off and running as Hahn crosses. So now, Jags looking for more, but watch this play by Maggie Walker. Unbelievable catch in left. Oh my goodness, Jones with an absolute robbing of what would have been an extra base hit, but Tharp way too sharp. Strike him out, sit him down. More Tharp, she can field too. So can the third baseman. Trying to bunt their way on. Great throw to first, completing the play. And then Tharp, easy squeezy lemon peasy. Tharp, complete game shutout, no hitter, and 8 strikeouts. Glen Allen gets the win, 10-0 the final. Back to baseball now. First inning, Varina at Henrico. Runners at the corners for the Blue Devils. Christian Barrett on the mound. And this ball's a gapper by Braden Loving all the way to the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs come in to score. Loving with a 2 RBI double. Gets the Blue Devils started. There's a lot more where that came from. Later, swing and a miss, but it gets away from the catcher. Runner comes around from third in the form of Luke Carnley, and it's 3-0 Varina. They put up more runs in the inning. This ball bobbled a bit, not going to get the runner out at first. That means run comes across to score for Varina, this time number 12, Ricky Blunt. Now, Christian Barrett was good when he would get ahead of hitters, gets a strikeout right there. He had some flashes of good play. Strike him out, sit him down. Speaking of good play on the mound, on the other side, number 13, Gavin Stevens, throwing smoke. 10 runs in that first inning for Varina. Scoreboard wasn't on, otherwise I would have showed it to you. Henrico trying to counter in the second. Stevens back at it. Strike him out, sit him down. Got him looking. Blue Devils up big and looking to add on, and they would. Ground ball base hit, got a piece of the pitcher. Luke Carnley, RBI single for him, and actually gets to take second base because the return throw went in the bullpen, so an automatic base when that happens. And then Malik Brown brings out the boomstick. That ball is high, it is far, it is off the wall. One of the longest hits I've ever seen at Henrico. And yeah, RBI double for Brown. What can he do for you? He can drive in runs, strike him out, sit him down for Barrett, but the damage is done. Varina increasing their lead, double digits at this point. Henrico trying to get tricky on the base paths. Nice job by the catcher, throwing him out at third. Brown was waiting for the tag, and then the rest is left up to Stevens. Another strikeout for him. He had multiple strikeouts on the evening. That would bring back the Varina bats. Right back where it came from. Base hit up the middle, Braylon Hood. And then they go to the bullpen. And some of the shadows disappeared, so the light's a little different. Base hit, RBI. Number 9, Braden Loving. Another run comes in to score. 2 RBIs as Number 1, Daquan Pitt finds his way home. Warriors would have another chance later, bottom half of the inning here. In the third, bases loaded. Stevens sits him down. Low fastball. And Varina takes care of business in a big way on the road. 16-2 is your final. Back to the West End now, little guys lacrosse. Deep Run taking on Benedictine. Public versus private. First quarter. Some would play a factor in this. The faked me out, gets to 18. It's stopped, but right there, Johnny on the spot in the middle. He shoots, he scores. Getting the loose carom is Nolan Lynch. He gets Deep Run on the board, 1-0. I told you. Look at the sunset is making the field literally golden. This guy was golden for the Cadets. He shoots, he scores. Dawson Walter. Haven't heard the last of him. Benedictine on the board. Wildcats would have a 2-1 lead after the first quarter. Second quarter switching sides now. Here come the Wildcats on the attack. Benedictine played a zone most of the game, but Deep Run had to be patient. They would be. He shoots, he scores. Liam Blunden finds the back of the net. Wildcats increase their lead. Here comes Dawson Walter. Cannot be denied. He shoots, he scores. Walter getting Benedictine and keeping Benedictine in this one, 3-2. Good ball game in this one. Great lacrosse match. More from Walter. Firing, finding the back of the net. He shoots, he scores, and we are all knotted up. But it wouldn't stay that way for long. The sun finally went down behind the trees a bit. And then it would lead to this. He shoots, he scores. What a blistering shot. And this time it's number 2 doing the honors, Hunter Drake. And Drake finds a score ledger and gives the Wildcats a 4-3 lead with 5:12 to go in the second. More play from the second. Poking, prodding, searching, looking, firing, finding the back of that. He shoots, he scores. Liam Blunden again for the second goal of the night for him. It's now 6-3 Wildcats with 14.4 seconds to go in the second. That would be your score at the half, second half. Wildcats looking for a little arm distance, and they would get it. He shoots, he scores. Great find. It's Hunter Drake. And Drake in the front of the net takes care of business. This is crazy right here. Watch what unfolds here. The calamity at midfield. Aggressive, trying to get that ball out of the stick. Instead, Drake going long distance to his teammate who shoots and scores. Low, Ray Jarvis connects on a great offensive feed from Drake. And the Wildcats in control, and they would never relinquish it. 8-3 at this point. Good play in net as well would keep it that way. Is Benedictine trying to get back in it? Nice looking save by the keeper. Wildcats add one more. So does Benedictine. The Wildcats get the win. 9-4, you're fine. And we have more lacrosse action on the other side when we return. Godwin tries to maul Matoaca in guys lacrosse, and it's a huge turnout for signing day at Deep Run. That's next.
This can't be happening. This can't be happening.
Of course it's not happening. Armored car. Listen, having money isn't about luck. Make your own coffee, save $1,000 a year. Feed me.
Feed the pig. Welcome back to SportsWire. To Deep Run High School we go. It is spring signing day. Well, forget spring. It's just signing day for Deep Run. And they had 24 different student athletes signing their NLIs to play at the next level. Let's get it started. We'll talk about each and every one of them. This is Aiden Barlow, heading to Geneva College for a soccer scholarship. Plenty of soccer players to go around, including his teammate, Chris Bovo. He's heading to Lynchburg. He was part of the honor roll, made honor roll all 4 years of high school. Not just soccer, but also girls lacrosse represented. Ella Bowen heading to Old Dominion for girls lacrosse, and she was captain of the team as well. How about a little track and field? Preston Centeno going to Minot State for track and field. Of course, Deep Run had an excellent cross-country team and a great track team as well. I hope to do the same this spring. Carnegie Mellon, how about some football for Matt David, signing a football scholarship. Also is an Olympic weightlifter. He's a 102-kilogram state champ. Hunter Drake, guys lacrosse, representing guys lacrosse team. Solid one at that. We saw some highlights of that earlier. He will be off to Randolph-Macon to continue his career there. Darian Farrer, University of Mount Olive. That's in North Carolina. I've driven past that before. All region, she continues her track career. And Roanoke College is the destination of Bree Fulgerson, part of this really, really good Deep Run girls soccer team. We've got tons of soccer stars that are going to continue their play at the collegiate level. Speaking of soccer, Mason Goldstein just heading right up the road to Randolph-Macon. He again, yet another of these soccer stars moving on. Andrew Kulak is going to go to VMI for swimming. He was the captain of the swim team, and he had a 4.0 GPA. How about Jillian Levin? Going to Bridgewater, captain of the girls volleyball team. One of her many accolades as she will move on to Bridgewater. Bajorn Makbadwa going to Mid-Atlantic Christian University to continue his soccer career. And get this, he's also the president of the Cobra Kai Club. Linwee Manning to Guilford College. As we go back to the track and field team, fun story for him. He started running at the age of 7. Cameron McKay heading to George Mason, wrestling, and this year's 150-pound state champion. So congrats to McKay. More than one wrestler in this group. 15th member we're going to Tyler Messenger. Coastal Carolina, just yet another member of that track and field team, was stellar as part of the 4x100, by the way. Jason Morgan. You don't hear a lot about Deep Run football. They've kind of taken it on the chin in terms of wins and losses. Jason Morgan is a beast, and because of that, he got the attention of Virginia Tech, and he signs with them. He will be playing as a Hokie, I should say, at the next level in the ACC. Taylor Ogle. She's heading to James Madison University for cheerleading. She's been a cheerleader for 13 years and also a former state champion at the competitive cheerleading level. AJ Pye going to Bluefield University for wrestling. He was a cadet, second lieutenant, and he's also an aspiring author. Congrats to AJ Pye. Alexis Pierce. You know, there can never be too many balloons, except somewhere behind those balloons, yeah, there's Alexis. She will be heading to Elon University to continue her soccer career. Miles Roden going to Bridgewater. This guy's got dual talents, by the way, as well. Not only is he a great golfer and a state champion, he's also a really great singer. Made all-district, all-region, and was an alternate for all-state. Jacob Riteko heading to Randolph-Macon. And again, another soccer player. He was the goalie, an undersized goalie, yet he makes it to the next level. Jack Schwartz will be casting his lot with Salisbury University, yet another soccer scholarship for this talented guys team. Caden Sherman, he'll be off to Shenandoah University. Watch out for those balloons. They're Caden, and yeah, he also will go for golf. Sydney Walters, part of the girls track team, terrific track team and cross-country team they had. She's a 4-time state champion. She signs with Virginia Tech. And then the moment everybody waits for, the signing, and of course, it's picture time. When you have 24 different students and 24 different families, you got 24 different great family and coach photos. Back to lacrosse now. Godwin at home taking on Matoaca. 2 different shades of red in this one. And it was all Godwin on this night. He shoots, he scores. First quarter action, number 20, Luke Brault. Brought it, as did the rest of the Godwin squad on this night. Matoaca facing a lot of pressure in their own zone all night long, and pretty, oh so pretty move to the net. He shoots, he scores, and Jacob Moore gets more and gets a goal. Godwin in control in this one. More first quarter highlights, and again, in the Matoaca zone, making a miss. Tough angle, and he somehow gets it to go. He shoots, he scores. Brody Mile, and it's 4-0 Eagles with 7:36 to go in the first. Still not finished is Mills Godwin, going right to the net. Past two defenders, actually used them as screeners. He shoots, he scores. Jack Ryan, the senior midi, gets it done. And Matoaca would have some moments of glory themselves. Not many, but this one works. Number 16 finds the back of the net. Keeper's like, where'd it go? Right behind you. He shoots, he scores. Warriors trying to get back into this game, but that was not going to happen. Still, avoiding the goose egg is important. Something to build on, if you will. Godwin, though, having their way offensively. Patient, looking for the opening. I'll just rock it in there. Firing, blistering shot. Finds it back of the net. He shoots, he scores. Brody Mile again, and it's 7-1 after one. Second quarter switching sides. More of the same for the Eagles. And he's going to fire. No, I'm going to go. Now I'm going to fire. He shoots, he scores. Philip Seidenberg gets into the ledger. Then Seidenberg passing it around. More from the Eagles. Oh, my. That had some velocity on it. Number 30, Tim Hedrick, the attacker, junior, puts his name in the ledger as well. And then Seidenberg shoots and scores. Too much Godwin in this one. Eagles up double digits at this point. Well, almost. 10-1, minus the one goal. Up 9 at this point. Speaking of 9, here is number 9. Passes around and then takes the inside move. Well done. It's Brody Mile, again, the attacker. He's only a sophomore, and he's a great lacrosse player. He's got a future here at Mills Godwin. Eagles not finished scoring, however. Still in the second. Firing, finding the back of the net. It's Tim Hedrick again. He'll have another year of eligibility as a junior. And like an argument with my teenage daughter, this one was over early. 18-1 the final. And that would usually make me Matoaca in that case. Well, remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us. And you can always follow us on Twitter and watch us on YouTube. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.